Welcome, one and all, to the Buckle In Podcast.
Viewers beware, you're in for a scale. Buckle in, yeah, buckle in. Some real strange things will be discussed. So if you offend easily, please don't listen, thanks so much, yeah.
Alright, ready?
Whenever you're ready, yeah.
Are you ready to launch it? Okay. Ready?
Let's.
Welcome to another episode of the Buckle In Pod with Tommy and Gage and Drew the Shoe, Drew Bascom, absolutely.
Yeah, not at all, boy.
Where we get down to brass tacks and dive right into some unnerving, yet rather thought-intensive scenarios and situations. Take some time with us to step into a fucked up alternate reality where anything goes and decisions have to be made. Let's buckle the fuck in.
Buckle in.
What up, fellas?
Drew,
How we feeling?
wow, dude. It's
Thanks
crazy.
for having me,
Fucking,
fellas. I
dude,
love this.
I'm pumped, dude. I love the fact that you literally like hit up Tommy and was like, Thursday, we got to do this.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up, Tommy.
Yeah,
He's like,
I
I'll
want
keep
to
it
drop
10.
the ball. I want to
Dude,
drop the
hell
ball
yeah,
on
dude.
that
I'm
one.
fucking
I was
stoked.
thinking, I'm like, dude, has it been like 2 weeks already since I think today's the
Flies
day.
by.
Yeah.
Today is the day,
Yeah,
baby.
that's why, no joke. Me and Gage were literally talking. Well, first of all, Gage hit me up like early in the week. Well, actually, Drew, in my defense, I had a softball game tonight, so we weren't
it
going to
get
be able
rained
to
out?
do it, and it got rained out.
It did,
So it was,
wow.
and it got rained out at 3 p.m. So 4.5 hours ago, it got like deemed to be rained out. So it was kind of like when Gage hit me up earlier in the week, it was like, you want to like shoot the next ep? I was like, this is our normal cadence, like I told you. And I was like, yeah, but I actually might have a softball game, so it might be kind of fucked. But I was like, it might get rained out, so it's to rain like a bitch all week.
Now we're here.
And then it did.
Woo!
I still should have hit you up earlier, at least put it on your radar. But hey,
Well, thankfully I don't do anything, so it works
Check
out.
the menu.
it's life in the big city. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Like a
So
big shoe.
kick things off, I guess. In the
Yeah,
grand
I mean,
scheme of
should
just
we
shooting the garbage
fucking
and
get our
seeing what's
roll up
going
our
on. Is
sleeves
Gage
and get
frozen
down
on
to
your
it?
screen?
He is, yep.
Am I
We're doing a
frozen?
really good
No.
job. Oh, there he is.
No.
You're good.
No. Am I back? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
You're good. You're back.
Why
Can you
the
hear me?
fuck? Yeah, it just said trying to connect. I've never had that happen. That's bull.
We'll
All right,
edit
well,
that out.
Yeah. I'll just God
They're
damn
keeping
it.
us
It
down,
adds
it's the
more
man.
work to me.
Oh, I literally was just sitting here talking. I see Drew moving, and I see the Gage like this.
All right. Anyway, yeah. If you want to start, or really the only ones I got are
No. I'm
like,
saying before the scenarios.
yes. Yeah,
Chop it
before,
up
yeah,
garbage
sorry.
time.
You're right.
Don't
I'm
rush me.
jumping the gun here. I'm jumping the gun. I'm getting
What
excited.
is-
Drew's here. I know Drew's got shit up his sleeve. So,
I got,
yeah.
I want to
any?
go ahead.
Do you have any anecdotes? Yeah, Tommy. I
No,
think you had
I'll
a
start
story
it
you
off.
wanted to share.
I'll start. Well, I
All
got
right,
I got a couple
Yeah.
things.
Well, this is catch up time here. You know.
This is shoot the shit time.
Yeah,
How we
yeah,
doing?
yeah. We're gonna ease in.
Get some reactions in there. So
Mm-hmm.
first, as far as like, I talked about it the one time when that helicopter, and I don't know why this is the second time now, crashed and just fell out of the sky in the Hudson River, New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see the video of the Mexican sailboat that
Yes.
also hit the
It
bridge
flipped
in
by
New
the
York
bridge.
City?
Yeah.
And the guys were like up on the masts, like fucking standing there, and the fucking mast gets ripped off of the bridge, and these guys are dangling from the mast. Bro, did you see that?
Wait, I didn't see the video of people dangling.
Oh.
Apparently, they were harnessed on the masts.
Oh, wait,
so when the
yeah.
mast broke,
Yeah, the mast fell off, so there's still doesn't matter.
no,
The
but it was like
guard-
it was like hanging. It didn't like actually like completely break.
I
I
know,
also
but
don't understand.
just hit a
It's not a.
bridge.
Yeah, but it's also not a Lamborghini. How fast are you going? What? They weren't like fucking 900 yards out, and we're like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna make that bridge." And then they
Apparently,
were
from
like,
what I heard,
we'll figure
You're
it
going
out.
the wrong way,
Apparently-
right?
apparently, from what I heard,
It's a convertible.
because you can see in the video the tugboat that was like trying to race in front of it, and you see when it like hit the side of the river. Apparently, the tugboat either pushed it in the wrong, like pulled it in the wrong way, or I saw another tweet that like maybe like it got caught in the current the wrong way. But the tugboat was clearly like
Tugboat, they were probably hammered.
Dude, the tugboat was
shit.
booking it, trying to get in front of that motherfucker. But also, as the guys on the mast, and I'm talking to you, motherfucker, if you see this, get off the mast,
They're
bro.
dead.
Yeah.
When you're seeing the Brooklyn Bridge in front of you, you ain't clearing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Get
That's
off
what I don't
the
understand. They were like, look
You Mexican
out. It's like slow motion. They're like, no.
Well, fucking George Lopez playing.
I just don't
And-
understand how people died in that is beyond me, to be quite frank.
They died?
People die? No.
People died.
They were
I'm not
injured.
even lying.
Oh, shit.
Oh, people died, bro. Because I was like, oh, people. No, when I heard people died, I was like, what? How?
Really?
You know
I
what they
swear,
say?
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
I
You know what they say?
What
Play
is it? The
stupid games
Pirates
and
of
stupid
Penzance ship? What's it called?
Oh yeah, so that's the other thing is I guess
It was
it's
like Mexican Navy shit.
it's like a span. Yeah, well, they're doing a training.
two
I don't know
killed.
if anyone informed them
Got
that
any-
we're in 2025 and we're not fighting the Black Pearl anymore. I mean, I don't understand why is they're training on a
Yeah, I didn't know Bootstrap
Pirate
Bill
ship?
Turner was
What's
coming
going
in yet.
in the Hudson
Yeah, who's your
in
captain?
New York City too. by the way.
Captain Jack
Go
Sparrow.
somewhere warmer. What are you doing it there for? What's happening?
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, I
why
don't
are you
really
in the most
understand.
like concrete jungle ass place
Yeah.
in the fucking?
Also,
how about you go to
imagine
somewhere that's
being-
a little more open up? Like, what are we doing here?
Also, imagine being like coming home 5 o'clock traffic. You're on the bridge and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You just see a
Also-
masked guy being
also-
like, hey, oi.
The Hudson River in the New York City area has about 4 fucking bridges. So
Yeah, there's plenty of water out there without a bridge around that you can practice your boat antics on. I mean, I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. If you want to do some
and up.
tomfoolery, go into the ocean.
Where
pal.
should we train? How about that
Yeah.
small river with a bridge
How
every
about we just
100
drop
yards?
this in? Let's just do it in the pond in Central Park. Drop it in there.
no, that was their training mechanism. They were like, "All right, ready? See that?
Yeah, like,
Don't hit. Don't. Fuck."
Yeah,
It's
they're
like, oh,
training on
shit.
what happens if they hit a bridge.
also, that's a
they're like,
Navy ship.
Pablo.
Once again, like you said, like why are we back in like?
But it's
Like
like, a Spanish.
Blackbeard's-
It's not ours.
yeah,
So
Yeah, but like if it's a
So-
Navy ship, you're telling me our Navy is going against their Navy. So
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
could've
have an
thrown one
aircraft
grenade.
carrier, and they're gonna have Captain Blackbeard's fucking ship. I don't
the
understand.
guy with
dude.
the tentacles.
They're
like,
gonna have like cannons. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I could have thrown one. We could throw our Navy ship could throw literally like one hand grenade. And
I was just
win
literally.
The
I
battle.
was
I
just
think
gonna
they
say.
could just go right through it. I don't even think
Yeah,
it
or
has to shoot. It just
I think they
sails.
could just drive into
Yeah.
a fucking bridge. And honestly, they'll
Yeah,
take
you don't
It
even
would
blink.
like a wave. It would just no
Like,
problem. Just split it
you
in
guys feel
half and
something?
keep going.
But yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to
bro,
talk about
whole
that
thing
shit, bro.
that
'cause-
thing is bonkers. That whole
yeah,
situation.
people need to stop fucking crashing and hitting shit in New York City.
I
Go
do.
somewhere else. Okay, fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I was literally just in New York City too, like the fucking day before that or some shit for a Knick game. So the timing was pretty crazy, but yeah, I thought that was pretty.
That'd be your luck. You're like, I can't. I'm not gonna get to this game. There's a fucking mask.
I would
in the middle of
literally
the road.
mutilate every single person on that fucking boat if they fucking stalled me from getting to Madison
Yeah, it's
Square
like
Garden. I'd die.
26 killed, but only 2 actually killed in.
There
the,
is no
crash.
Navy on this earth that could defend me pissed off from not making it to the next game. First of all,
I mean, looking at that
First of
boat,
all,
yeah, you'd have a good chance.
You just need a bridge.
You're gonna have muskets.
yeah. London Bridge, motherfucker. All I gotta say is that the tickets cost like $400 each for me and my dad to go to the first round playoff game against the Pistons. I got $800 of my dad's money on the line. I'm going on that ship causing mayhem. Okay,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know,
That's fair.
you guys have never seen a worse day. Those motherfuckers. So secondarily, it was, I mean, first, I guess, Gage, other than the videos I sent you, I think they're both like minute long. I think those would
Yeah.
be funny to pull up.
Yeah, do we want? Yeah. I
But
haven't even
if
watched
anyone,
it.
if either of you guys have a,
Here we go.
can you full screen without the chat or the comments? I mean, if you can, it's not a big deal. But
Oh,
She's dead. Oh, why did he poop? Dude, this is
you
intense.
know that girl?
oh.
Oh,
What even was he going for there?
I don't.
Oh, is that even
Did that guy like? Wait a
I
minute.
didn't even watch this far.
Wait a second. That guy folded
hold-
like a clam. All right, hold on a minute. Wait a second.
First of
that
all,
guy lifting
two-
weights. That wasn't
All
even
right.
the same like
was
ball
AI.
game as all the other ones. Okay, that
Yeah.
guy died.
All right, pause and let's do. Because I want to rewatch I don't. Can you even change like the timestamp on these videos? Probably not, right?
On
You have to,
this,
like-
I don't think
Well, I don't know how
can.
to do it on. You're on a computer. I don't know how to do it on a computer.
But I was gonna say, so 2. Yeah, I was gonna say you hit the volume. 2, I want to rewatch. 1, the girl in the shopping cart's face is devastated. Okay, I want to say
what's
that
on this
right
woman's
now.
face? What is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going
Wait,
on with
and then
her.
it went to the guy's
That girl-
face?
That too.
That girl's face looks like Courage the Cowardly Dog's when he stands up and his teeth are shaking and fall out.
Yeah.
What the-
Yeah, and they're like,
Okay, dude. Okay.
this
all
guy.
This is
This-
AI.
right. Dude,
He's
he
gotta be
literally
real.
kissed
Not
his
real.
knees.
That's not real.
Yo, that's not real, dude.
No.
His leg turned into literal jello.
This is a Family
Dude.
Guy.
Look at
They
the
have
comment. Look at the comment.
cartoon
Dude.
Is the guy with the weights okay? I don't think so.
No,
No.
he's still there to this day. Stuck
Dude,
in that
yeah.
position.
He's literally like.
See, look, and that guy said
I need
too.
to see it
What the
again.
fuck? Surely
I need
the
to see
guy
it
with
again.
the weights was AI. Question mark! Exclamation mark!
Okay, yeah. See, we're not the only one. I got to see it one more time because I just don't understand that.
Oh, dude, that looked like some Rachel Hearn shit right there.
That's like the Fredonia, that girl who fucking jumped off Logan's truck.
and just got up and dipped.
Remember that,
I
Drew?
don't think that girl got up.
What is it, Gage?
Remember when we were at Fred Fest and that chick jumped off of Logan's truck onto the table and it didn't
Of, like,
break?
full of cans
she, like,
and shit?
broke her back. She like fell and she like stood up. She's
Someone
like,
still has that video.
like ran away. I think I have it somewhere. All right, one more time. All right. I need to really break this down. Okay.
No.
Nah,
No.
Bro,
We're debunking this.
It literally looks like he's like glitching out into the floor.
Because it's
Like his body looks like it's in the ground.
I feel like he'd
but
be
his
dead.
legs? No, he'd be dead. Dude,
Like, I think your,
No.
I think your spinal cord. Nah, it's fake. Look
he's
at
sucking
his
his
head.
own dick. He's sucking his own dick. Literally.
Look at that. You can tell it's edited, like fake though, right where his
Dude,
head
that
is.
guy's dead.
Dude, he
That
turned to
guy's dead.
putty. He turned to flubber.
Oh, that
All right, so let's start with the new ones, like we always do. From like, because I got a
Okay.
couple that are like, I'm sure Gage too, like you saying that like you came up with some or saw some that were like more, I would say, simplistic and not
Yeah.
as far as on the buckle in side of things. So I'm gonna start with though. I do have one that is like that. So
Whoa, one.
I thought it was 2. I thought it was 2.
All right, yeah, let it rip.
I thought this one was funny. I actually did see
Get me
this one.
thinking.
I actually did see this one online, so I had some inspiration because I thought it was just pretty funny, honestly. It could chalk up some funny conversation.
Okay.
But it said, would you rather be chronically, I like that they use that word too,
Ironically.
overdressed or underdressed to every occasion? So either you got to dress up to the nines like an asshole just to go to the movie theater,
Dude,
or
that
you
just
got to
reminds
dress like
me-
an absolute piece
it
of shit
reminds
to go
me
to a
of,
fucking wedding.
Step Brothers. When they go into the fucking interview and they're like, he like farts, and then the guy's like, actually, the tuxedos fucked up. I don't like this. Because he farts for like 10 minutes. He's like, actually, I love you guys. And then he like farts, and then they're like, smells like ketchup and onions or something. He's like, actually, the tuxedos are fucked. Honestly, I'd rather be underdressed. Fuck that.
interesting. I'd prefer to be overdressed, I suppose.
Really?
Yeah, there's
Well,
just
because,
too
like-
many things that you have to do where you can't be underdressed. You can always be overdressed, and you're not going to like get kicked out of a place or not let into
Bro.
a place. But if you're overdressed, you just look like a douche. But they're still going to let you. You know.
Yeah, it's
So,
valid. I'm thinking
for me-
comfortability, like, because like
Sure.
that's the one thing that's like hurting me. Because like I'm thinking about like, for example, Q's wedding. It was 99 degrees, baking in the sun, and I'm wearing a fucking tuxedo. You know what I mean? Like whatever the fuck, sweating my nipples off. When really I could just be underdressed, wearing Sam's Club fucking shorts and a goddamn fucking cut off shirt.
I think
you know what I mean?
I think in my head, if this was my scenario that like I said, I got it from like online at some site. I just thought it was funny. Is tell me what do you determine to be overdressed and underdressed? Because like if overdressed is I got to be wearing a suit or like a dress shirt and tie every day, I'm fucking pissed. But if it was like overdressed could still count as like a polo and like dress pants, and then maybe I'd be more apt to. Because I do think, like Drew said, the underdressed to a dress like something you're supposed to dress up to is worse, but there's less occasions. So I think that's like the trade-off. There's way more occasions where you're going to go to something that's chill and you don't got to be dressed up at all.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go to like the
events.
movie theaters with a fucking like vest and like coattails and shit. Like have like a monocle.
Like a Peaky Blinder all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
That's rough.
You're right. I don't know. Imagine going to a funeral with shorts and a t-shirt. I don't know. I mean,
I think you might get put in the grave with the guy that's dead.
That's what I'm saying. A wedding?
Yeah,
your wedding?
bro.
Yeah. Nope. Don't worry about it. Just tank top and boxers. No, nothing to it. Just a beer. Right. Yeah.
So what if I go to like Six Flags, Darien Lake, and I go into the water park? Do I wear a suit?
Well, no. I guess, yeah.
No, cause like, what's over? So every occasion, like, what's overdressed for a swimsuit? Am I wearing 1950s, like fucking?
You're not underdressed, but like you're just kind of wearing something casual a lot of the time already. So like you're not really changing much. Well,
so maybe I have to like a super fancy swimsuit, like a 1950s.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you just have to wear like the most.
It's like a jumpsuit.
Expensive, dressed up, douchey shit you could wear, but I wouldn't say you have to wear like a suit in the water. That'd be fucking retarded. Well, maybe
it depends on the situation.
Just in the wave pool, just like
I think you wear the suit to the water park.
Well,
and then
what if it applies to the situation? Like if you're going to a wave pool, you have to wear like a full wetsuit, oxygen tank. Like, that's considered overdressed.
That's actually overdressed.
Overdressed. All right. So you have to think about it that way.
That like fucking
go to the movies.
So every
movies, you have to dress up like the character, like to the nine, whichever movie you're going to.
Oh, see,
that's
okay,
overdressed.
Yeah. So you got to
look at it that way.
Okay,
that's kind of fun.
Damn.
That's still a pain in the ass, though.
That is a pain in the ass.
Shit, am I going to be spending a lot of money on
Halloween every day?
Spending a lot of money on oxygen tanks and fucking.
Oh man.
Jon Snow
and
shit.
How about this? At the opposite, to be considered underdressed, like if you go to a funeral, you got to wear like shorts and a t-shirt, but like all white. If you're going to like
like such a douche,
pool, you're wearing like a snowsuit. Maybe that's too much. I don't know.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, just wearing like a weighted vest, concrete shoes.
Dude, that would actually be hilarious.
Concrete shoes.
Yeah, I
think I'd go, dude. I think I'd go underdressed. I think overdressed.
I mean, you sure as hell ain't getting a fucking
one.
You sure as hell ain't getting a new job anytime soon if you're underdressed.
That's fine. I'm already underdressed for work, so.
But an interview? What are you gonna walk into an interview in a fucking Led Zeppelin fucking?
You know what? I am fully confident of my abilities. I don't need to look good.
And it's not actually, even if it was a bailout for you to be like, no, I have to. There's
honestly,
still be like, go fuck yourself.
It would probably be like Ted. I'd probably literally be like, you know what? You're hired. If somebody came in looking like a fucking refugee to like a fucking business interview, I'd be like, you know what? You look like shit. You got some.
You'd be like, get the fuck out of my office, you piece of shit. Because it's so disrespectful. You'd be like, I'm offering you a chance at a job, and this is how you walk in, you fucking asshole. It just makes you look like a dickhead.
That's true. That's
true.
Wait,
so I think Tommy, did you pick yet?
No. What would you both pick?
He's floundering.
What would you both pick?
I'm underdressing. I'm underdressing. I don't give a fuck.
And Drew said over, right?
Yeah. Wow.
That was before we started talking about it.
About scuba gear.
The nature of the game.
Yeah,
I know. See, that's what I mean. I don't know.
I'm still gonna go overdressed.
Wow.
I'm gonna feel
good
about
Tommy.
myself. I might not be comfortable. You're right. You're definitely gonna be more comfortable. But
that's what I mean. I'm gonna have fungus growing on my balls, dude.
One last question I got before I give my answers. What does sleep time look like Do I just wear like a fucking sleep hat and like full
Well, you're
pajamas matching?
overdressed, so you're wearing like a Snuggie and a fucking like.
Oh, I'm gonna sweat my cock
like
off. Then.
elf hats that like they sleep in. You know,
See, that
like,
changes my answer.
right?
If that's the way we're
well,
going.
overdressed for bed. What's overdressed for bed?
But can you
got
get
like
underdressed for bed? That's the thing. You have to. There's got to
Naked?
be something
Yeah.
on the other side for you to.
That's what I mean.
come
Like,
back.
there's so many situations in life where.
Yeah, so let's just leave sleeping alone.
Okay, yeah, sleeping. You can sleep how you want.
Then yeah, I think I would. I think I
Think
would
about
go
it, you can never
overdressed.
wear a jersey again.
Ooh, see, Drew
If I'm
asked
what?
the right question.
If I'm overdressed. So overdressed, I could wear it.
Oh
Or-
no, under.
Fuck either way. I'm fucked.
yeah. Either way, you're fucked. Just kill yourself.
I'll go overdressed. I think.
Wow, I'm the only
I
underdresser.
think I got
You
too
bum.
many things. I
don't
think I
know.
got too many
I
things
know.
in my life still that I could potentially do and walk upon that I need to be able to like dress up and
Walk upon.
look like
At least appropriately. Yeah.
yeah. So I think I would
Appropriate.
hate it. Like just running to the
I
gas
don't
station for
know.
like some zins and beer, and I got to dress up like a cocksucker.
Listen.
I'd hate my guts. But
Yeah.
people-
Like
where you going, honey? Just to the 7-Eleven.
I go to a lot of
Slowly.
establishments and I see a lot of unsavory people and they all have jobs. So you know what? If I walk in with my goddamn background and my fucking whatever, razzle dazzle, I think I'm going to get a job over fucking, you know what? I don't even want to get into
I
it.
think you're
If
fucked. You better
What
keep
if your
job.
job has a dress code that you can't follow because you're underdressed? I mean, I just don't. You're going to have to find a job where you can just doesn't matter, which is certainly possible. You know,
Garbage
just-
man.
Could just work at a Hot Topic. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I'm
actually
still going
that's a
underdressed.
splitter.
Are those
That's a
still
splitter,
open?
though.
Yeah, that is.
Hot Topic?
Are malls even a thing anymore?
Like sort of. You go into a mall,
Yeah,
and there's just like
and
one
it's-
store at every corner of the
Dude,
mall.
that's a Family Guy skit right there. Come
Yeah.
to the mall. There's a Taco Bell and an abandoned child care center. Remember
That
when
would
we
be
used
a
to go
Family Guy
for
skit.
college? Dude, that's literally all it was. We would
Well,
go
that
to that
was
mall, and it was just
dead and gone.
literally a Taco Bell and then this sketchy-ass playground where, like, children would, like,
Why'd you guys
bust
go
their
there?
lip
Taco
just for
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Oh.
We would drive, like,
Not
30
for the
minutes
playground.
just to get
35
Taco
minutes.
Bell.
I have 35 minutes to
Yeah,
a
we'll make it a
shithole
day.
abandoned
And
mall.
we'll go drink.
Like, nothing like shitting and drinking. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
say, I know it's, well, actually, no. Let's take not a 5-minute break. 2-second break. I need a drink. I know, but this one, though. All right. All right. This one said, which I think I'm going to narrow it down to 100 times and not 1,000 times. It says, would you rather watch your parents fuck 100 times
This already.
or join in just once?
I'll watch.
100 times? 1,000 times, it said too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna need it. Severe.
How about 1,000
therapy.
times would you watch?
My parents are divorced.
Because that was the
actually.
original one, 1,000 times. Watch 1,000 times. I feel like after like the 5th time, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like I'd be, like,
I
numb
would do
to
it. I would watch it every day for the rest of my life. Before
Yeah.
I do it.
I agree. That's what I said too. Like when I read it on
sucks,
Reddit,
don't
I
get
was
me
like,
wrong, but
nah, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm definitely watching every time.
My parents
I'll
are
tell you that.
divorced, so get out of jail
And
for
then
a
this
while.
one,
still
this one
sucks.
honestly didn't even make sense. I just literally thought it was so funny because it was just like so random. It says, would you rather stick your fingers in your dad's butt or suck all the snot out of a dog's nose? What?
That dog. I think I'm going with the dog.
I mean, yeah, but like, what does even sucking the snot out mean? Like,
Oh, hopefully it's
How
not
much
an
snot
allergy
is
day. I don't know.
yeah, I don't like
That's
that
what
one.
I guess that's what you buckle in for.
I mean,
I think.
I
I'm
know.
gonna
that
take
one-
my dad's asshole. I think.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, the
I'm
snot
gonna
one
take
seems
it.
gross to me. Like
Mr. Bascom,
You know,
I'm sorry.
if I got to keep the snot down, like if I can't vomit, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Finger. Because then I'll just like, well, I won't look. You know what I mean? Like, but like,
Yeah, but that may damage some.
All I know is I've seen Jameson's nose on a bad day, and sucking snot out of that.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
that one's way worse to me. Oh,
dude, Jamo's nose on a bad day, like it's like.
No, I'm doing the dog.
Oozies.
I'm doing the dog. I gotta preserve.
You're doing the dog?
Yeah, I'm doing the dog.
Preserve your father. I might do the dad too, dude.
Like when I think about the dad one, I don't like already almost vomit. When I think about the snot, I'm immediately like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, but I don't think vomiting is the problem with the dad one. I think it's the fact that I gotta look my father in the eye after that and be like, I put my fingers up your ass.
Does it have to be an intimate exchange, or is it just
in what
like
exchange is he gonna be like
procedure?
What kind of exchange is gonna go down where
you
he's
guys
like,
can be shithouse drunk at like 2 a.m. and just be like,
I don't know. You're making it seem like you're like making out.
No,
with your dad
I'm just, even if your dad walked into a doctor's office and you were his doctor and were like, fingers going up, motherfucker, I still think it would be slightly weird. I just think there's no way to avoid the weirdness of your son's fingers going up your ass. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Well, he's wiped my ass 100 times, right? I mean, he's come pretty close, so it's not,
only 100.
And your ass probably resembles his ass.
I don't know how many times. How many times do you think?
He didn't keep a tally on the chalkboard?
Do the math on that? Christ, dude. Thousands of times he's wiped your ass.
Really? That many times?
Well, 1,000 maybe.
When you're a kid, are you still pooping like twice a day?
Well, if you are shitting your pants till 2, that means you're shitting babies shit a lot. So if you shit even once a day,
you're right.
That's
certainly not
600 and something, 720. Yeah, I mean that's
you're right.
Not at all,
especially pissing too, because like pissing and shitting. Oh my god, thousands, 100%.
Yeah, why would you wipe his ass if you pissed?
Well, you gotta
just to make sure.
You gotta wipe. not the ass, but you gotta clean.
You wipe around. Yeah,
you gotta make sure things.
Everything's kosher.
If I pissed in my pants right now and didn't wipe around, I'd be growing things.
Yeah, you think a shower would knock out at least some of the fungi, but
Yeah, just throw the baby in the shower.
Drown him. Absolutely. That's what we do here on the Buckland Podcast.
All right. What do we got?
I think Drew got
something.
Okay.
It's the debut.
Have we had a Drew? Have we? Yeah, we haven't had one yet, right?
No.
All right, I'm pumped. All right, here we go.
So,
all
right. So this one is not necessarily a would you rather, but it's you have to pick one that you are like, all right, that one's got to go like first out of the two. It's like a race almost. Do you see?
Ooh.
So
yeah, you see.
Okay.
Right. Okay, I like this. Okay.
All right. So in this scenario, just to make it even enough that you have to think about it. So in this scenario, you live with one other person, all right, in a house that has 3 toilets. All right.
Okay.
Your 2 options are, the first one is you can't flush. So you and your partner cannot flush any of the toilets in the house. Okay. So that's option number 1. All right.
Okay.
Option number 2.
I'm going to let you finish before I ask questions.
Is you and your partner have to eat off of the same plate with the same utensils. You're not allowed to rinse it off. You're not allowed to wash it off. You're not allowed to use a paper towel to clean it off. So you guys have to share the same plate and utensils. Okay. Or are you going to continue to shit and piss over and over on top of each other? You have 3 toilets. It's not just one. 3 toilets.
Okay. How long?
How long what?
How long does this scenario go on for?
No, the question is, which one are you going to cut off first? Which one do you say I have to?
Do I keep the other one?
Okay.
And for how long?
Well, the game's over once you just have to get to a point where you say I can't shit in that toilet anymore.
Which one do I think which one?
Eat off that plate anymore.
Which one couldn't I deal with?
Okay, so which one would I get? Like they're both going on at the same time, and which one am I like? I can't do this anymore. I give it up.
Correct. Which one do you have to give up? Which one are you going to give up first? You're like, I gotta get rid of it.
Oh shit!
I have one question.
Okay,
at least one right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the shitter, is it running off of like a septic tank or is it like public plumbing? Because like, is it gonna like back up? Like, I mean, I know, like you said, you can't flush, but like,
Right. You can't flush. You're going to have to think that, things are going to diminish over time, and you're going to
Yeah, just
spread it out
compost.
evenly amongst the 3 toilets. But,
you know,
I think I'd go with the toilet.
like
I think
you're
I'd
like
give up.
sowing
it's not
seeds.
going.
You're
It's
like,
not going anywhere.
I think I would. I think I would stop the food one first.
okay, so
Because here's my thought process. I'll give you some.
really, well,
Is
because then you're shitting
I
more.
feel like with the toilet one, I could have a little bit more of a game plan. Like, let's say this was like Q's house. This is what I'm thinking. Like 3 different bathrooms, 3 different areas of the house. Like Q was like, I use that downstairs bathroom as like my shit room. And you could at least leave one
Right.
bathroom to be like an absolute disgusting mess, and then just piss in one, so it's like piss
the other
only.
one for guests.
I feel like the food would get very toxic for your body pretty quickly, unless you ate smart and ate just like rice and shit that doesn't get like really gross. But
Yeah, but
like,
still, just the thought of someone just used that fork and then I'm using it. And just the idea of that, I don't know. I could shit right on someone else's shit, no problem.
that's what I'm saying.
But then, I mean, until it gets to a certain threshold,
Well,
Then-
you know what I mean?
And then your shit's touching the bile?
Once it's breaking sea level, I mean, it's going to be touching your bum.
Can you move?
And then you're
this is
shitting on
disgusting,
your own ass.
But can you like take the plunger and
Yeah,
like
take a stick or something and
push it down at
Mush
least a
it?
little bit, so it's not like just like Mount Everest in the
can I
center?
put like a boot on and like
I suppose,
stomp it down
sure,
a bit?
there's no
Compact it?
handle. It's not going anywhere. I mean,
Okay, so you can still like level it out. Like you
So
can
I could
take a dozer
essentially
to it.
overflow the shitter and it'd be on the floor and I could just keep shitting in the bathroom if I wanted to.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, of course, the longer you go with
Absolutely.
one,
It's like
the
a
longer you
sale-
go with the other.
A
but,
sales
I mean,
pitch? It's like, absolutely, sure. You want to shit on the floor? Done.
Can I drain the water out of the shitters before this starts?
would that help?
I think it would. I think it would allow the shit to dry out and
I
not
mean, you
stay
might have like
moist and
2
disgusting.
more dumps worth of area, I guess.
Yeah, but it would allow it to dry out and then not stink as much. If it was in water and just stayed wet, it
see
would
the
just be-
stink. I'm cutting off the dump. No way. I'm cutting off the dump.
I think I'm
first,
cutting
for
off
sure,
the food
dude.
part first, bro.
3
Oh.
bathrooms? Okay. What is the
What-
house? What's the blueprint? Is it a
Yeah, but
ranch
still, see, Drew,
style?
I still feel like if that's just the question, then I answer it. But I still feel like in this scenario, I need to know how long the secondary one lasts. Because like, if you're telling me that like the one you keep lasts 6 months, now this changes my fucking scenario. Like, I don't know or does it just like game it? Like, I don't, because if you give up the first one and you say, oh, that's just the game, and now the second one ends too, then who the fuck cares? I feel like the one that you leave has to stay for a certain amount of time for it to really be
That's
kind of a kick in the pants.
Yeah,
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
so it's like
of course, there's no
until
motive-
you like
Sure, you'd just stop both immediately. You'd
Yeah, I'd just be like,
okay,
I
well,
give up this one.
I'm
Boom,
just
the game's
curious
done.
on which one would,
Yeah,
I'll
which
so
one
get
would-
basically
you know.
I might-
basically until you go insane. So you're like, I just got to pick one of them. And then the one you just got to live for the rest of your life. I think I'm picking, there's no way I could live for the rest of my life with backed up dump smell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You just said rest of your life. I think the
No
timing
way.
is what plays in this.
'Cause that's
though.
what I'm
All right,
saying.
well,
So,
let's
like,
change
right.
it to that. The other
Yeah,
one
if you
is
had
gonna
to cut
stick
one
with you.
off, right?
for the
exactly.
rest of your life.
Yes. So that's why I think that is actually.
But you
I mean,
can't.
I feel like you're dead either way.
One, you can't physically do. Your house in 50 years is just going to be full of shit. I mean,
You're gonna,
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna,
my
one
fork
at
is going to
least-
have like this much
Yeah,
crust on it.
Yeah,
you're gonna
you're
get
gonna
an
die within a
infection
few
and die.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either one, you're cooked if it's forever. It's got to be like once you make your decision, you keep the ladder for 2 months or something. Like it's got to be a time. It has to be, or else you're dead.
I mean,
You're gonna be breathing in methane fucking fumes, or you're eating off a fungus fork. Put that in your fucking
I mean,
AI clip. Fungus fork
people get high.
or
Yeah.
fucking methane fume dump. Put that in your AI clip.
Wow, that's the
Motherfucker.
title right there.
Riverside, motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. I would still
mean-
pick. I'd give up the. I think my thought process was. I think in a time, like even give it like a week. I think the week worth of eating off the same plate and fork gets way more unhealthy for you quicker than pissing in one toilet, shitting in another, using the alternate toilet when you need, and it's still going to be terrible, but at least you can close the door, keep it concealed. The fork in the food, I think, is just going to get completely disgusting, and bacteria all over the place way faster.
There's only so much you're concealing.
Tommy, I changed it from 2 toilets to 3 as I was telling it. So what if I changed it to 2? Would you just have one as a shitter and the other as a pisser?
Yeah. I'd still do that, yeah. I do think the third one, though, is a nice little
with
wrinkle.
the pisser, okay, but then does the pisser overflow?
Of course.
So now you got your fucking in-ground pool. You're telling me after a hard nights of drinking, I'm pissing
out a fucking Lucky Charm
one
bowl.
night. Correct. So that's what I mean.
I'd still do it, bro. I think it's the lesser of two evils. They both absolutely blow chunks, but I'll pick the...
So you're choosing what, Tommy?
I would give up first, in the scenario, the food one before the pisser and shitter.
Me too.
So you'd rather fill your shitters with piss and shit? What?
Yeah.
Do you understand what your bathrooms will look like after 1 week?
I'll have E. coli in 3 days with the other option.
Yeah, and then you'll be shitting your guts out. That's true.
Yeah, at least you can do it.
I'll have cirrhosis in my stomach. I mean,
yeah, at least I can flush my bloody diarrhea.
I can't even think of it like once. Like I can't even fathom like Melissa had just used that plate and fork and now I have to like. But I'll go right on hers all day. I don't.
See,
wow.
And Melissa said she wanted to be on a podcast.
Like not a second thought there. Not a second thought.
Not a second thought. You just like pull out this
all right, so,
daily newspaper.
Nice one, honey. All right, my turn. Yeah.
Let me one up that one.
Yeah.
Watch a pro at work.
Keep that fresh.
Honestly though, that's the second scenario of the sesh right now that was a splitter, and there's not many of them.
Divided. We have not divided many. I like this. Okay.
It was a splitter.
Right.
The underdress, overdress, and the shit piss or food plate fiasco. Yeah. You might be able to do 2 though. Like Gage did 3 because they're pretty quick. So
I got some too. So I mean, we can keep rocking.
This one I said,
bro.
This one I literally wrote today, Drew, after I texted you an hour and a half before we got on. It was like, I don't got shit. I put, would you rather eat a stillborn goat fetus or drink a gallon of homeless people's spit? And it's a community of homeless people that are spitting in this gallon. Ask me questions because there should be some. Oh, actually, one point I did want to make, but I didn't write down. Because I'm assuming this will happen. You can't get any like long-term disease like AIDS or some shit from one of these homeless.
That's what I was wondering. Do they get tested for certain venereal diseases?
You could definitely get any disease that you can cure within like a week and get like sick, but you cannot get like anything that's like life altering. Yes, well, you can't get it. Yes.
Okay.
Are you able to cook the fetus?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Is it prepared?
No, I'll let you season it.
So it's straight out of the womb.
I'll let you season it.
Season it?
I'll get you some salt and pepper.
Tartare?
Yeah. Grill it up.
So it's just literally raw, and you're like,
I'll give you salt, pepper, and melted butter. That's what you get.
But it's not cooked.
So it's like
eating a clam.
Baby. What is it? A goat?
A goat fetus, stillborn, dead. I don't know how big a goat fetus is. To be quite frank.
Eat I know how large a goat fetus is.
Is it like a football?
My cousin slipped on one.
Is it? Is it like a football?
Yeah, kind of. A little smaller. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought it was bigger. All right. That helps me out.
No, yeah, goat.
So what would
honestly,
you do?
A goat fetus is probably the size of this Stanley.
Well, I'm not going to be able to get like either one of them fully down. So I think is the question like just which one is more appetizing to me?
Well,
because I'm not going to be able to finish either one.
Which one will fit my palate?
You have to. I'll give you this. Here's a good question. Absolutely. Here's the stipulation. you got to get it down. So, and what I mean by that is each bite or sip has to go down. So you cannot like be like in your mouth and spit it up. Like, oh god, like then it's going back. It like in some realm, it's going back to the top, or that sip is getting regenerated. You have to at least swallow it. If you throw up, then you just keep trucking along. But you have to get through it, and you have to swallow each sip and each piece. If you throw up, that is what it is, because who the fuck wouldn't? Like, there's no way I could tell you can't throw up. It is impossible. So you can throw up, but it has to be swallowed.
Boy. I mean...
Boy, oh boy.
What do you got for me, Jerby?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
You know,
Also-
Ruminating. Oh my. Okay.
I'm picking the fetus.
I mean, that's a clean fetus. Is that like,
That's
is
why
it
I'm picking the
scientifically
fetus.
cleaned, or is it fresh out of the fucking
It actually
womb?
doesn't matter to me. My answer is still the fetus, but
It doesn't
Wow,
matter.
that one's.
look at this
That one's
one. You
blocked
can
out.
blend this boy right up here. What?
No, you can't.
Yeah, is that in a ninja?
You say blend
put
them?
it right
You can't
in.
put them in a blender.
So it's just got to be like raw
Fork and
salt and
knife.
pepper. You said salt and pepper though.
Salt, pepper,
All right.
melted butter.
Ketchup? Do I have ketchup?
No, salt, pepper, melted
No,
butter.
Drew, you can't have ketchup, Drew. That's
And
your
it's a
fucking.
gallon?
Gallon of community homeless
Nope.
spit.
I'll take
There's
the
no.
fetus.
I'm doing the fetus,
Fetus,
too.
yeah.
There is no possible way. Just the fucking like viscosity or whatever of like spit.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
No.
it's like an egg white.
Couldn't do it. No, I couldn't do it. I could never get
Especially
that
if they're loogiing, like
I think I
homeless
would do the
people
fetus too.
loogies.
So this is not going to be a
down.
split.
Okay, all right.
Also, reason being,
Yeah,
I
no
think
way
as
splitting.
terrible as eating the fetus would be, at least it's like you're consuming like a meat. I guess like that. I guess like
Yeah.
you could potentially eat like if it was cooked. I'm sure it's not good for you, obviously, by any stretch. But like drinking just a homeless person's loogies and shit is just like there's no benefit to that, and they're both fucking absolutely vile. So I think I would eat like because like there's definitely fucked
Yeah.
up people that are like hunters, that
probably-
eat, like animal hearts and shit. Like
I was
at
gonna
the
say
end
you
of the day-
probably get some nutrients from it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So
People
I
eat,
would do
like
that. too.
placentas.
It'd be fucking terrible. Don't get it twisted, but it would be
That's fair.
Absolutely.
okay. So we're on
All
the
right.
same page with that one.
All
I
right,
do
yeah,
have
we're on the
another
same
one,
page.
Gage, but I think since I have two
Okay.
more. So this one, I also saw this one online, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I actually asked this one. Who the fuck was I talking? My brothers on the way to the Yankee game this past weekend. They love the Buckle In Pod. So shout out to Vetrano Bros. Absolutely. I was telling them the ones that I had in my notes that I didn't do yet, and this was one. And I said to all three of my brothers, I said, it says, would you rather clean a porta potty with your bare hands? And that, in my understanding, means you don't even have a rag, or you just have some kind of
already
cleaning
done this.
detergent on your hand, and you clean the entire porta potty. Or you have to eat, and my brother asked me a question about this too, or you have to eat a meal off of a public restroom floor. And the meal, when he asked me, I said, is a lasagna. So you eat a lasagna off the floor.
Oh, see, that's twisted because I love lasagna. So
Yeah, absolutely.
shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just one porta potty?
One porta potty, one slab of lasagna.
What is the function of the porta potty? Like, where is the porta potty at? Is it at
Good
like,
question. I'll come
a
up
Kid
with something.
Rock concert, or is it at like a funeral?
I'm gonna
You
say
know what I mean? Like-
at a Buffalo Bills tailgate.
Oh, gee whiz!
Bad spot.
I think that might be the worst.
That's a
spot.
high mileage
Oh,
porta potty.
yeah. There's that thing.
A lot of hours on the hour
High
meter.
mileage.
It was a heavy
Yeah, there's like an
12
odometer.
hours
Just like
for that bad boy.
Or actually, okay, so
Okay.
maybe is that no? We'll leave it at that.
No,
The one that-
yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
oh my
That's what I'm talking about.
said the fly. Mm.
I have my answer quickly.
And the piece. Let me do
Wow,
one more
quickly.
clarifier. The piece of
Quickly.
lasagna is a quarter size of the tray, so it's like it's a fat slab. Like it's no like little proportion that you're at a family party and you get like a little block. It's a quarter of the fucking entire thing.
Okay, state the whole
Where's the
scenario
bathroom?
again.
That's another.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that one too.
Yeah,
To the Buffalo Bills Stadium. Absolutely.
That's
Let's
true.
just go with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills public bathroom floor,
God, so just...
men's bathroom, or porta potty. So let's just go with the Bills theme. Drew brought the shirt. Absolutely.
All right, so I'm shoveling shit. Dude, that thing's fresh. All right, so I'm shoveling shit out with my hands.
What's clean? What are we calling clean?
Whatever the porta potty companies determine to be clean.
Yeah.
When it gets
I gotta
refurbished.
get like a spatula and like
How can I possibly like
brownie batter?
clean it with my hands? I need some sort of piss all over it. What is? I got to use my own piss.
Yeah, you gotta piss it off.
How would that be? No, you
gotta piss the shit.
You have some kind of bin to put anything in, and then as far as like walls and shit, you have like I said, you can get like cleaning supplies.
Get that bin,
like the actual but it's on your hands. So you're like
gloves.
Okay,
you don't have a tool. You don't have a brush.
Correct.
Can I have paper towels?
No.
After how am I even sopping up the dump?
After you're done cleaning it, someone else will come in and dry it. Absolutely.
I'll let Gage answer first. I know my answer. I'll let David Yee.
I'm gonna do. Man, I
say
Busto.
I think I'm gonna shovel shit with my hands. Yeah, is this gonna be a splitter?
Yeah,
I don't think we can come to an agreement here.
The lasagna one bugs me less. I could do that pretty quickly. The shit shoveling is going to take you a while. I can eat that lasagna. Sure, I'll get a little piss in my mouth. Whatever. I'm fine with that. I can get that done.
Coping.
I'm picking the lasagna.
I mean, this just brings me back to when I had that party at my house.
Could be hair on that floor.
And when I had that party at my house and people shit and pissed to the brim of my toilet.
Actually.
Exactly. And I shoveled.
You went
dump. It was a shit sundae with a cherry on top, and that cherry was a fucking tampon. And I just scooped it out with my hands, threw it in the fucking garbage.
Yeah, but you were also seeing red.
Yes, correct. So I would shovel shit.
You do come from experience. And you would never think that coming into this scenario. So that's why we buckle in.
Exactly. Correct. Exactly. You never know.
That's why
I would choose shoveling shit.
I'm also taking
shovel shit?
The lasagna. Absolutely.
You're taking lasagna?
Yeah.
No.
Bro, it would be the shit that would be there though, like hair and just beer spills and piss and fucking.
And where is the shitter located that you're eating?
That's what I was just no joke. When I was just talking, I was thinking the same thing. Like, is it like right below a urinal?
Is it a quick fill in Indianapolis, or is it like?
Oh, I was thinking, where in the bathroom is it on the floor? Is it like right next to the urinal where there's splatter and shit, or is it like near the sink?
To see it. I need a very vivid setting.
I was not.
Or for this,
I have a much brighter picture in my head.
I would say
see, that's the thing.
Right, you know, in a bathroom, you walk in and then there's usually like a wall that goes to the left or right, and then you go through into the. I'm picturing like
where you're
picturing wide open bathroom, and the lasagna is just like right there as you're kind of walking in. It's not really.
Is it presented nicely?
The more I think about this, this is the most splitting one for me. I'm actually starting to. I could. You know, once you start cleaning the shit, after like 30 minutes, you're just gonna be like, whatever. And then, I'm switching over to shit. I'm switching over to shit.
Oh, we got a fucking flop, okay?
I would say, here's the location of it.
That's what I'm saying, the location of the lasagna.
The center of the bathroom, you know, like where the last urinal will meet like the stall wall? It's like at the front leg of the stall in the center of the bathroom.
Okay.
So it's not right next to either of them.
Okay, so is the lasagna on a plate, and it looks like I just got served it?
It's on the ground.
Well, not a plate. No. I meant like, is it on like? Okay, not on. Okay. Does it look like a beautiful stacked lasagna, or does it look
you
like
took it right out
a
of
fucking
the
heroin
glass.
addict?
You took it right out of
threw
the
it on the
glass.
ground. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
No, it's definitely like taking out the little spatula.
okay,
placed
and
on
it's
the
just
ground.
like
Does it
it's
still have
laid
right
gently.
angles of
Yes,
any
that's what I
kind?
mean. Is
It
it
may
like
be slightly slouched, but yeah, for the most part.
okay? Okay.
It's not going to be spread out like horizontally, just
My
spread.
God.
It's going to
That's
be
better.
stacked.
No.
It's going to be stacked.
I'm cleaning dump.
I'm doing the lasagna
Yeah.
still.
I'm taking the shit.
Lasagna? Wow, dude.
I'm not down. Let me
splitters.
stick the there. Who wants to go first then?
I
can go
all right.
first, but I just went.
All right, I got one. I'm just
There you
gonna
go.
get our feet wet. Would you rather shit out a watermelon or piss out a golf ball? Let's get our feet wet.
That was so fucking curt, bro. It was just like so fucking straight to the point. I love it. I think I'm
what'd you do?
shitting out a watermelon. I feel
See,
like
I was
bro,
thinking
people,
that too, but
people say kidney stones literally feel like you're
Proportion-wise?
dying.
Yeah.
Bro, people say kidney stones literally feel like you're getting your dick ripped off, and that shit is the size of like a sesame seed.
But to put
you're
it
gonna
in
shit a
perspective-
Walmart watermelon out of your ass.
Yeah, no one's ever.
I've
I
seen
don't
some
even think my
e-fucked
hips
shit.
could spread that wide.
I've seen some e-fucked shit. Wouldn't the watermelon break? And also, how are you shitting out a watermelon? How are you consuming a full watermelon?
I don't think
How did
I
you
don't
get-
think the consumption part is part of this.
Okay.
What do they shove it in my ass and get it back out of my ass?
Somehow, I don't know.
I just feel like at face value, at least, all I know.
Face.
I mean, maybe the golf ball being fucking. First of all, I don't think either of these are plausible. But I mean, it's just the name of the game.
Correct. But I think proportionally, a golf ball out of the pee hole is more
For sure.
the ratio.
You'd think
Dude,
it'd
a
cause less
watermelon?
damage.
Yeah, a watermelon
But think about how small your whatever that
shithole
is.
sphincter.
No, your pisser. Think about how small
urethra?
that is in comparison to how. I think the sphincter stretches out quite a bit. So I think
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've seen some things.
I've seen some e-fuck videos where they're pouring cereal in a girl's ass. I mean, I don't want that to happen
That's
to me,
true.
but I mean, I've seen it possible. I've never seen a
Maybe
pecker
I
hole
would do. Honestly,
opened wide.
fuck, this one's kind of tough.
I would do the
Maybe
watermelon.
I would do
I'd
the
do
watermelon.
I
Why,
think
did you come into this thinking you'd do the golf ball?
I was actually. Ah,
I do the watermelon. I'm sold.
I
Sold.
think the golf
to
ball is
bandwagon.
going to be more painful.
I agree.
I think.
I
the
also think that
watermelon-
like damage to your pecker hole, for some reason,
Yeah,
feels
you
like
gotta
that
live
would
with
be more
whatever
long
damage.
lasting. Yeah, that feels more long lasting and impactful in my life than my asshole just being like I shit and I drop bombs into the water because I can't fucking my
I
asshole's
don't know. Your butthole's never the same. A watermelon out of your dumper,
brother. In my pecker hole, I got
I
shit.
know,
to do,
yeah.
pal.
You're going to be leaking piss the rest of your life.
Would you rather?
I also
like
got a
piss or
fucking.
shit?
I'd like to have kids and shit. Like, what is
I
my
mean,
my?
You're shitting a
my
watermelon.
pecker-
I'm telling you right now, that's not holding anything in. I'll promise you that.
I'll wear Depends, brother.
I'll just eat watermelon.
Okay, so you'd rather wear Depends to collect your dump than to collect your
I think-
urine?
I think I think you'd wear Depends on either scenario. But
Just way more.
Yeah, I think either way, your waste tubes are blown out.
yeah, but I think my pecker being a reproductive organ means more to me than my
Okay,
asshole. that will just be
reproductive things
destroyed.
aside, you can reproduce. It's not going to hurt your reproductive organs or anything. I don't really know.
I don't know.
I don't know how elastic the dick hole pee
I don't think
thing
very.
is.
I mean, yeah, to some degree. But if a golf ball's coming through there, you're fucked.
I agree. Okay,
It's not-
but then you have a watermelon coming out of your asshole. I mean, I don't know if I
Picking
could
the
sit
watermelon.
right.
I'm picking the watermelon because I've seen
I'm picking the watermelon too.
assholes
no, I'm
stretch
not.
quite a bit more than I've seen a urine.
Same. That's exactly why. That's why I said it so fast.
I think
You
I'm
got a
taking
better
dick.
chance with the watermelon.
I'm taking dick. I think.
All right.
Not. Yeah, that sounded bad.
Look,
Clip
man.
that, bitch. Put that on the goddamn fucking
So
clip.
Riverside AI.
Yeah,
I'm taking
Riverside
dick.
AI. Yeah, yikes. No, because of the sheer fact that, like, dude, a watermelon coming out of my butthole, there's no way I could sit down after that.
I understand the concern.
I appreciate the empathy here.
The understanding.
But
Yeah.
like, yes, but like at least a golf ball on my dick, I can sit. Like, I mean, I have to drive for work. I can't be sitting on a swollen butthole.
Gage, you sat on a fucking metal Chevy seat for fucking 5 years, pal.
You
Yeah,
might be
not
able to
with
get
a
a-
fucking pulsating butthole from a watermelon.
Yeah, but isn't your butthole pretty resilient, bro? These bitches get pink socks. and that shit
Resilient
goes
to a
fucking-
certain point. Yeah, okay, they get pink socked by a penis, not a watermelon.
Now, I thought of something. Now, what if you can get a watermelon? Well, it's going to get smaller, right? So let's say half a watermelon by the end of it all. Gage thinks maybe a little bit bigger.
By the end of it all,
60%
By the end
of
of
the
it all.
watermelon is all said and done.
yeah, feel the room.
You could get
It's like- Everyone cool with this?
yeah,
Very
so
little
you could
smaller.
get like a plug that size, and then
Test the asshole out.
Do we understand a watermelon size here? I'm talking about like go to fucking Walmart. A watermelon is the size of my motherfucking desktop screen. That's bashful compared to a fucking real watermelon. Like,
Like a basketball?
wow. I'm
No,
telling you
yeah.
right now, a full, good, robust watermelon is gotta be, I'm gonna say 18 inches in girth. How?
Still
not changing my
I'm looking
answer.
it up right
Yeah,
now.
me neither.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
You're
I told
taking
you I was locked in.
watermelon?
Yeah.
All right,
You
hold
piss
on.
out that
Let me
golf
put this
ball,
in
David Yee.
perspective.
Motherfucker.
No
Some
way.
kind of man.
Oh, wait a minute. This says
Yeah, we're not talking about the world
they're
record.
only 6 to
watermelon.
8 inches in diameter.
Gage, every time it gets bigger.
He's like, it's
The
24 inches in
circumference.
diameter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Size of a small boat.
A demi?
George. Drew, I was reading your fucking name, too, underneath your name as not a tall boy for, like, the first 40 minutes of this. I meant to say it earlier. And then I was
Not a
like,
tall
it's
boy.
not at all.
Yo, that's
I was like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? And then I was like, not at all, boy. So I figured it out a while ago, but I did definitely go through the first 40 minutes probably of this recording thinking it was
Well,
not a tall boy.
I'm not
I was
tall.
like, I don't get it.
So.
well. All right.
I thought
So
you
you
meant,
guys
like,
are
beer.
saying watermelon?
Yes.
Oh,
Do we have another splitter?
dude, I might do golf ball. Can we be hammered or under the influence of drugs?
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
a collective
I
decision.
mean, I don't think pain-killing drugs. Maybe it's psychedelic, like something that fucks with your mind, like
I think I'd do
weed
golf
or-
ball, bro. I think I'm doing it. Split it.
I'm taking
Split
the
that
watermelon.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Watermelon for sure.
Wow. All right. Well, hey,
Still a splitter.
different strokes
Like
for
those.
different folks, I guess.
That's what I'm talking about.
One man's trash.
As another
It's
man's
another man's
watermelon.
asshole with a watermelon. Absolutely. All right.
All right.
I got.
Who's got what?
You want me to go?
Hey.
No,
Oh, all
I
right.
think mine's going to be so lackluster to yours.
All right.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying. I
was
feel
just-
like Drew's
I
got
was-
a real thinker.
I was literally just telling my boy George, my roommate, that I've known like, since I was like a fucking kid. I was like, bro, first of all, I gave him a couple of the scenarios during the intermission just to see what he'd say. But I was like, my boy Drew's on with us that I went to like school with and shit. I'm like, he might be, no gas, the closest person to like us in the realm of like actually doing this shit.
Oh yeah, for
Easy.
sure. That's why.
Yeah,
I've
like,
been,
even
like,
back
looking
when we were
forward to
in
having
school
Drew
and
on.
shit. Yeah, even back in
But
school
yeah,
and
'cause
shit.
it's like intellectual. We just are literally like, let's break this down here.
So
let's
I
get the
have
brass
faith that
tacks.
yours will be better than mine at
Okay.
the minimum.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I agree. I think
All
the
right.
end on Drew's.
I
So
hope
mine
I'm
is-
oversold.
I just wrote this one today too after I texted Drew, so I just kind of ripped this one off the sack.
Mhm.
I said, would you rather get a paper cut every time you touch anything that's made of paper? So anything that has a paper product, in it, even if it's I'm sure it's cardboard.
I
like
was going to
that,
say, yeah. So like, okay. Yikes.
anything. Or you perpetually have a pebble in one of your shoes for the rest of your life. and it's a pretty sizable pebble.
Oh man!
And it switches
A
shoes. Dude.
perpetual pebble.
Yep. Put that in the AI too. Perpetual pebble problem.
The Pebble, can you ditch it?
Manipulate it.
You know, you put the shoe on every day, you feel the Pebble, then you're like, son of a bitch, and you get rid of it.
No,
Or-
it's almost like it's actually not there.
It's like
It's
in the
almost
like
sole.
I see.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
it's
sole
part
of the shoe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Shit, that sucks. So does the paper cut.
I think there's a lot of things
I
with
don't
paper
deal with a lot of
involved that you
paper,
wouldn't even
though.
think. Yeah, but I think there's a
I
lot
know
of
you
things
say,
like
yeah.
that paper would be
You
involved
could
with,
avoid
like a
it.
napkin.
You could do a good
You
job
could.
of avoiding it if you needed to. If you knew
Yes.
you were going to get paper cuts every time, you could
Exactly.
really
It'd be like, send me a
not
PDF,
have to
please.
worry with
Yeah,
it.
you may get
I'm gonna go
pretty
paperless
formed.
on my bills.
you definitely could get like formed to after you get the first 50 paper cuts. Be like you start learning. It's kind of like the shit they do with dogs, where like, you give them something that tastes like dirt,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh shit. You would. I think you would. Human nature. You start being like, oh shit. I mean, you definitely would still do it. Don't get me wrong. There's no way you're being perfect because first of all, there's things in our lives that, like, you go to a restaurant or a bar and they hand you a receipt. You're gonna slip and grab the fucker and you're gonna get a paper cut. But there's a lot of things I feel like in your control day-to-day life that you could avoid. But I still think paper cuts are just one of like the weirdest skeevy things of all time that don't even hurt that bad. But they're like so gross because they like
They're
clean
bothersome
slice
enough.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper.
And also,
That's
would you
gotta
get used to the feeling of at some point of just the pebble being in your shoe?
Probably, but it would take a while.
It sucks so bad, bro. I can't even do anything if there's a fucking rock in my shoe. I gotta stop what I'm doing. I could literally be in the middle of fucking my wedding ceremony. Like, hey, please.
I'd have to do Pebble shoe, bro.
Any shoe, right? Like just whatever shoe you're wearing that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if I just don't wear shoes? I know I'm being an asshole, but like, you know.
Then yeah, you're good.
Like straight up, like I know I have to have shoes to go into like an establishment, but like,
Yeah, you can Mac Hollins that bitch. Yeah, if you want. Go for it.
fuck yeah.
But you're gonna step on way more rocks without shoes than you're gonna in the shoe with the pebble.
Yeah, but at least it's inconsistent. See, the consistency of stepping on something every step would.
But it's also I don't know if this
drive
makes
me
it better or
mad.
worse. But it's also not like in one place, just hammering your like toe away. It moves like a pebble in your shoe. So it could be like under your fucking sole, and then it could be underneath your toe, and then it could be on your heel. It could move around.
The shoes. Or no, excuse me, the paper cuts. That's what I meant.
Excuse me.
I meant, I don't want the
Paper
shoes.
cuts. You're doing
Yeah,
paper cuts.
I think I can do a better job of avoiding paper than I can avoiding shoes.
I agree. It's
And I
2025.
just-
Man.
Yeah, and the shoe, the paper cut is a one-time thing. You touch the paper, you get a cut. Okay. What if you're on a hike? I mean, you're screwed.
Oh, you're charged.
I
I'd probably
mean,
4
avoid hikes.
hours
If
of
you,
just brutality.
Mm.
So no.
yeah, I'd probably avoid the hikes though
man, dude.
if you had the pebble problem. Might
What
just
do
want
you
to
do?
hit like, a treadmill.
Pebble
or something.
problem. There it is. Right
Pebble
there. That's the
problem.
title.
What would I do?
Yeah. See, I'm
I'm talking
torn.
paper products in general. So it could be like a paper cup that someone hands you. It's still like I know it's not going to
So
be like
I get a McDonald's cup,
it just
and for
just won't
somehow I
grab
get
it,
a
though.
fucking
yes,
rip.
yes, yeah. No matter
It's
what.
quick. It's quick.
Yeah, but what
God,
about if you
but
grab
they're
paper 50 times in a
painful.
week? What about if you
You
grab
wouldn't
paper?
if you got a paper cut every time you touch paper, right?
Yeah, but I feel like everyone in this planet that's ever had a paper cut maybe had 2 at a time. Imagine having 30.
The other thing is every scenario you've brought up where you grab paper, receipt, paper cup, every one of those scenarios, you would already have shoes on. So you'd already be pebbling the whole time.
You would be pebbling. You would be pebbling.
So
The pebble
I think
problem.
it just comes down to which one would you want, though. Do you want the pebble
I
problem?
think if it took you 2 hours
That's
to
the
get to
title.
McDonald's and then someone gave you a paper cup, you would have said, I would have taken this paper cut an hour and a half ago
Paper
rather
cut,
than stepping on this
paper
pebble
cup.
for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess,
that's
yeah.
true.
Paper cut, paper cup.
I would take the paper cut.
You would?
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Bro, I'm the biggest person where
I would do the paper cuts too.
I can't do shit in life.
I would.
Where
I would agree with that.
One thing changes normal activity. Like, for instance, like when you have like a cold and you're like all clogged up, you can't breathe. Like, all you want to do at that point is just breathe like a fucking normal person. Like, I can't do shit where a normal everyday activity becomes a pain in my ass. I can't do it. So I'd rather just fucking take pain than like bother some shit. I can't do that. I can't do it. So I would do the paper cut.
Yeah, I wear shoes every day. I don't touch paper every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd sit my ass at this desk every fucking day.
I'd be typing everything.
Even though paper towels, I touch paper towels like almost every time I'm in the kitchen.
See?
Damn, I do.
Every time I'm in the paper.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like
toilet paper.
You don't think about. See, and then you wipe your ass, and then you have a fucking gangrene on your hand because every time you wipe your ass, you're just gonna wipe dump into your yucky cuts, dude. Yo, I don't know.
Do
now you
like
said
wipes?
My hands will be all bloody, and then I'm wiping my ass. No,
is a wipe technically a paper product? Because that's a real chalk scenario.
Paper?
It is probably right. Yeah.
So you're trying to fucking dodge that shit and be like, it's a wet wipe. Yeah. It's fine.
No, it's still. I'm just asking. I'm not trying to. Because that means you pretty much can't wipe your ass.
No, you can't. You gotta get a bidet. Just get a bidet.
No bun.
Which is actually good. I'm going shitter now. I'm going paper.
Huh.
After finding out about more things, I'll get a bidet.
I'll just get a bidet. Yeah, and that makes me buy a bidet, and then I'm Gucci.
I think I'd still go paper, bro. Like I said, I can't do that. I'd rather find myself grab something, go, fuck, I did that shit again, than every step I take of my fucking life. I'm just like, this thing's here every goddamn step of every goddamn day. Like, that shit just tweaks me out. I can't do that. I don't like it. It's like Chinese water torture.
Fart on a mouse. No way.
Yeah, it can't be done. So we were all in agreement, right?
Yeah. This one is actually a just fair one.
Nice. A gaveler.
Things are getting kooky here.
I like that.
Folks.
Actually, we'll do a gaveler and a splitter. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well.
All right. That was actually a pretty good segue. Honestly, you stole a little of my thunder, but
shit.
Okay. It's gonna work out.
Serendipitous.
All right. So, option one, would you rather? Option one, every 4 hours, you're going to get, it's going to be a paper cut, but it's just like from paper. I know, right? Thanks, Tommy. It's a paper cut.
Fuck? That is bizarre. Okay.
But it's like from a regular piece of paper, someone's actually there between every finger. Between every toe. Listen, between every toe.
I don't like it.
You know that this is.
I don't like it.
I was gonna keep this out,
in your
but
groin?
I'm not going to here. You know that skin right in between, like your sack and your leg, where it's like the most sensitive skin on your entire body.
It's like your groin.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's
Jungle Bridge.
No, not quite. It's like to the side.
It's like between, like where your legs
right
touch
in the
your,
groin. Right in it's like the webbed part of your leg.
Yes, the webbed part right there. It's a deep parabola. So you're getting a paper cut between every finger and every toe.
I don't like it.
And those two parabolas, sack parabolas.
All I gotta say before you even finish is this second one must be fucking horrendous. If this is the first half of this scenario, that shit sounds
option
terrible.
one.
Or
maybe
we'll change the interview. Maybe the interval. Maybe 4 hours is a little extreme, but we'll see. Or
we can.
Your other option is that you have to brush your teeth and wipe your ass with sandpaper, and you have to do it at least. I mean, you have to brush your teeth at least twice a day for at least 30 seconds, and we're factoring in 2 shits. So
a day.
So the paper cut every 4 hours on the dot. Sing that, they'll close up and then
fine grit.
I was gonna say, what's the grit? That's the thing here.
It's
don't give me coarse.
Something that's going to destroy you the first time around. Yeah. So it's relatively
am I polishing balsa wood, or am I trying to, take down
make a dent in something?
Oak tree? Yeah.
It's not. It's relatively fine. It's not going to ruin you the first time around.
Let's
go. Boy, is it going to get to your gums and your asshole quickly?
God.
All right, I have the same. Okay. So I have the same question as before, though. Is this just like everlasting,
No,
or is this like for a time period? The time is a huge piece.
Well,
You're right.
well,
It is.
All right.
If it was either.
Okay.
That's true.
All right. How about this? It's 1 day. It's 1 day. So you have to do the paper cuts every 4 hours, but you have to brush your teeth 3 times and wipe your ass 3 times. 30 seconds on the teeth brush every time, and a solid. You can't have any streaks when you're done.
Can't have any one wipers.
So like a
3
triple
times.
wipe, probably. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's what I figured.
So,
Triple
and you have to
wipe.
do that 3 times a day. So 3 different times throughout the day, 3 different toothbrushes for 30 seconds throughout the day, or the paper cuts every 4 hours. That's going to be,
6 times.
Okay.
Can I avoid my gums when I brush my teeth in this day?
Nope.
Oh,
It's got to be a solid.
shit.
It's got to be a solid regular
You
brush.
said brush your teeth.
Yeah. Well,
Technically, I can loophole that and just.
well, we're not doing it here. You got to pick one or the other. It's a solid toothbrush.
I mean, the sandpaper might help me because I could just grit off the hemorrhoids. You know what I mean? I could just like grate them off. You know what I mean? So
That's
I
one way to
might
itch
be
it, for
like,
sure.
it just might shave them off and then it might heal, but I don't know. I keep ripping up the wound. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not going to close up.
Oh, no. And then I'm dumping.
If you sand it down
open
enough,
wound.
it'd be easier to heal.
Yeah, but then I dump and then I'm just spreading
If it was-
feces in my wound,
Well, yeah.
in my disgusting bum. I don't know, dude. Wow. Yikes.
What kind of paper are we talking about? Computer paper?
Yeah, I mean, the paper cut's not going to be severe, but, you're going to feel
If
it.
it's like
every time you-
partridge. It's
You're going to feel it every time you spread your fingers. You're going to feel it in your toes every time you move.
And I
you're
just
not able to
heal from
spread
that.
your legs
Oh.
at all. You're going to have to keep your legs pretty much.
And I
closed.
just heal from that
I think-
naturally, right? So there's no like
You
after
do,
a
but
day
then
it goes
4 hours
away.
later, someone comes back again and.
I know,
hits
no,
the
I'm saying at
same
the end of the one day,
spot.
I
sure,
deal with the
of course.
healing process normally. Because sometimes we do scenarios where it's like you do this fucked up thing, and then after like 2 days, like a fairy snaps its fingers and you're done. But this is like a natural healing process, right? So I'm probably healing for like at
Yeah,
least
there's
a
no
week.
fairy at the end of the trail here.
The tunnel?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing at the end of the
No
rainbow.
pot of gold!
No, you're recovering
So
either
I'm
way.
just like perpetually having an infection in my asshole, essentially.
No, 1 day though.
I'm more worried about the teeth and gums than my asshole in this.
Gage, were
scenario.
you not when he changed it? He said it 1 day, so it'd be every 4 hours 6 times, or you have to wipe 3
Oh,
times
okay.
and brush 3 times. So it's 1 day. So
Okay.
3 and 3, or 6. So technically it's 6 and 6. Just 3 would be teeth, 3 would be asshole, and the 6 would
They
be
don't have
paper
to be at
cuts.
the same time. You could separate.
Let me ask you this too: do the paper cuts land in the same spot each
every
time that the cuts come?
every time.
Oh,
No,
Every time. But again,
I don't like it.
a solid.
Oh my God, it's gonna be down to my bone.
Sandpaper. I mean, my gums bleed when I
that's just gonna be down to my
brush with
bone.
the toothbrush. So.
Oh
Shit.
fuck!
Son of a bitch.
Shit. Yeah, this one. Ooh, man.
I'm actually undecided. I'm still trying to figure it out here.
Yeah, I'm mulling
I'm gonna have to
things over
consult my
myself.
physician quickly.
Yeah, we just like, yeah, yeah. You just sit up your doc. You're like, hey doc, what do you think of this scenario?
What do you think?
huh?
Here?
What do you think is best for my long term? Oh fuck. I'm gonna do. Ooh. I think I'm doing the sandpaper. I think
I am
About
too,
the
bro.
teeth and your gums, man.
I think so, dude. The paper cuts.
I think.
Every time I move, fuck paper cuts, dude. I hate them.
See, I don't even care about the paper cut or the movement for the day and for the week that it needs to heal. My disqualifying point was what I just said when you said it's in the same spot every time, because that makes one paper cut now 6 times as deep in theory. Like if you're already going through my paper cut wound and going to the second layer of skin
No.
by the 6th one, my hand's gonna be down to fucking here.
Can we
Caca.
look
just
like
for
fucking-
1 second imagine brushing your teeth with sandpaper, though? I mean, What are we talking about as the end result?
Yeah, the gums would
I
be
mean, how aggressive do I
terrible.
have to go brushing my teeth?
Well, you
That's
can't
another
be a
factor.
little bitch about it because
Yeah,
that
I'd
would
be
defeat the
ginger.
So
purpose.
normal. So
Yeah.
normal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh fuck, dude.
So just, I mean,
Yeah, just.
I mean,
just
the thing about
ruminate on
gums,
it.
though, is if you like sand your gums away, I don't think those things really come back the same.
No.
something you
Yeah,
got to
so
take
you might
into
have
play
fucking
here.
mush mouth. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the paper cuts. I think the gums alone is longer lasting damage than the pain that would be my paper cut. So I'll
That
do
is
paper
my
cuts.
concern as well.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you've switched me. I agree. I would do the same.
Wow.
Yeah, paper cuts.
Wowie!
Kitten caboodle.
I can't split here. I think I'm going to have to do the paper cuts as well. I think that
Alright.
third wipe is going to be the most brutal thing in the world.
Oh my god, that's what I mean. Yeah, I agree.
So,
Dude, the shit alone would be terrible. It
just
coming
to-
out would hurt like
you
a
have
bitch.
to make
Same.
sure that there's no streaks 3 times. You're really going to be struggling.
Bloody bum. Bloody
Yeah.
bum, indeed.
The next time, oh man.
Also,
yeah.
the next fucking 20 shits after that's going to suck balls too, because you got to heal
That's
naturally.
and you won't be able to. Your gums will be so like sensitive and man.
And they're going to be fucked up
That
permanently.
is the
bro.
worst, dude. Sensitive gums, fuck that.
Yeah, I'll do the paper
Oh,
cuts.
like-
It's going to suck absolute hairy sack. It's going to suck
Yeah.
fucking Gimli
All
sack.
right, paper cuts. We're all set on that. Good
Paper
stuff.
cuts.
All right.
But that was a lot of
Done deal.
switcheroos there.
It was. Yeah,
switcheroos.
we were pondering things.
Yeah, I had to switch up on them.
All right.
You know?
Well, I mean, should we shut it down? Or I have maybe one more.
I don't got nothing.
I'm all
Penis-sized
ears.
nipples or nipple-sized penis?
Say it again.
Penis? We're going to end on this. Penis-sized nipples or nipple-sized penis?
I think I got to
Well-
go penis-sized nipples. I think I'd have to.
What? I think yeah.
What, are you going to have a nipple-sized dick? I don't think you're even going to be able to.
You're right. You're right.
That's
Yeah, you are right.
Is it like a
But I mean-
full boner
Well,
nipple
see,
though? Like,
That's what I was wondering. So if I get like
it
aroused,
doesn't matter though. You can't have a nipple
Yeah, it
sized
doesn't
penis.
matter.
You'll
It
never
doesn't
get
matter.
anywhere in
You're
life.
right.
You can't do it.
You'll never get anywhere in life. Just
You
like a
can't
job
go-
interview.
No
they're
one's
like,
nipple is big enough for it to be effective in any way.
No, like you ain't even getting
You'll
fucking in
never
there.
get
pal.
anywhere in life.
You ain't even
They
fucking
just
getting
know
in there.
people are like, "Yo, I know you have a nipple dick."
How do you even jerk off yourself? You gotta go
You
tweezers.
milk a cow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's shot. No, you're right. You can't have a nipple dick.
You can't
Sure,
get
look,
anywhere.
sure, you
in
looked
life.
at me when I first answered like that. You were like, what?
Well, I
Like,
thought about
I
it.
don't see the
I
alternative.
thought you were saying the opposite of what I thought. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
You're right.
I didn't.
totally
I
agree
feel
with
like that's a default answer. I feel like I've defaulted to answer the way I am. Because one way, absolutely. I mean, I don't want fucking, sausage fucking nipples.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I sure as
Like-
hell can't have a fucking. What
If
is it?
my-
Nipple in length.
I mean, I'm
1
not trying to
millimeter?
Not
brag
big
about
enough.
my pecker, but like, I mean, if my pecker was on my chest and I got a boner, that would look very strange.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
how would that work? I thought you were just saying by size. Why would your nipples get boners?
Why not?
Well, if they're your dick,
And why not?
Just because it's a
You said no.
nipple
You
dick
said
doesn't mean
size.
you can't get a boner.
penis-sized nipples.
You said
So-
penis-sized nipples. They're not penises on your nipples.
So
You
you're
said
saying
size.
your penis is small, so you're not worried.
I don't think that's what I said at all. You said sized penis-sized nipples. You
Yes.
didn't say your nipples become penises and
Well-
your penis becomes a nipple. You
Yeah,
said
but your
size.
nipple isn't that much. So, like, is there really a difference between a dick here or there? I mean, what's the, like if you're just adding it to that little bit, is it really making that? It's still gonna.
Penis-sized nipples. So
Yeah, but my point being, it's the size. It's not the function.
yeah,
So why would, if I had nipples the size of a dick, why would they erect? They're still nipples. They're just
Alright,
big ass
you're
nipples.
Right. You're right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. I guess I wasn't thinking about the function.
But still, you're gonna see it through the,
Yeah,
Sure.
you're looking
For
at two
certainly.
little
It's going to be very
dickheads.
clear. What about the balls? Are those there?
No, I think you just said penis.
No,
Isn't it?
no,
Just the
you're a
shaft.
eunuch. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
To be
no,
honest, I don't think
no.
it would even matter.
No, you're right.
You can't-
Well,
made a very
balls. I
Can't
don't know.
have a nipple-sized penis.
I don't know if I
What'd you say, Drew? Like you're not getting anywhere in life with the nipple size.
anywhere. Yeah, it's like a prerequisite for a job interview. It's like, hey,
Nice to meet
is your,
you.
is your
Penis bigger
dick the
than a
size of a
nipple?
nipple?
That's the first
Yeah,
question.
He's like,
First
Make
question.
sure. Yeah, before you sign this
No,
paperwork,
you're fine.
let's see that pecker.
The HR lady comes in, and the
like-
final step of the
she's like,
onboarding
"Look,
process.
As long
drop
as
your
your
pants.
dick doesn't look like a nipple, you're in.
You're out.
You're like
$300,000.
I guess I'm gonna
Pull
go
up
apply
Kelly.
somewhere else.
Shit. Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're a good fit. He walks out.
Yeah, I don't think my values align.
Yeah, I don't think the compensation meets my demands. I apologize. That's where you actually come up with some bullshit. You're like, oh, actually, you know what? The schedule, I thought it was no weekends. I apologize. I'll
Sorry
get you on the
about
next
that.
one. You ain't pulling out that nipple. I'm telling you.
No, not at all.
You're keeping that one to yourself. I mean, you'd probably kill yourself if you had. This is getting gruesome.
I mean, if I had a nipple-sized penis, I would be probably thinking about
Well, you could.
Calling it
I
a
don't know.
day.
You could find a
Taking
woman
yourself out back.
that doesn't
Yeah.
require any sex, and then just.
I mean, I would probably old yeller myself. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Take yourself out back.
Yeah,
Euthanize yourself?
behind the shed.
Absolutely.
Just be like,
Yeah, it's not even like someone's doing it to you. You just do it to yourself. You're like, this is so
it's
fucked
like,
up.
see you later.
I mean, that's just not doable.
I agree.
No, not at all. Not
with
at
you.
all, boy. Which, not at all, boy. Should we call it a day here, folks? As much as I don't want
Figure it
to, we have too much fucking content once again, so I'm gonna have to fucking edit shit out.
Yeah,
What a
when you
wonderful fucking episode, though. Oh my!
Thanks for having
when
me.
you end it, when you
Oh,
end this
is
shit, you have
true.
you have
can
to.
come back anytime, brother. What?
Can you end the recording and not the call?